Coach, what was your reaction when Tua told you that he was going to be declaring for the draft?
Well, first of all, we're always happy for our players that have made a significant contribution here and created enough value for themselves to be considered, like he has. So we're always excited about their future. I don't think you can have a player of Tua's significance in terms of not just what kind of player he is, but the kind of spirit he brings to the organization, the kind of leader that he is, the kind of person that he is. He's just fun to be around, and I think he impacts everybody around him in a very positive way. I don't think you could ever have somebody leave and not be a little disappointed, and all that, but we're happy for him and his family. He certainly had a tremendous amount of adversity here that he has had to overcome, especially recently. And our university, our medical staff, and all the folks around here are going to do everything they can to continue to support him in every way that they can. But this young man has probably made as great an impact on this program as anybody that's ever played here, not just because of the kind of player he is, but the kind of person he is and the kind of spirit that he has.
You equip your players that are looking at the NFL with all the information that they need. You don't advise them what to do one way or the other. What was that process like for Tua specifically?
Well, I think it was a little more complicated because, we wanted to do the best job that we could to provide his family with medical information and how that could impact his future. So rather than us trying to make those decisions, we actually took him to see some of the hip people that are involved with the NFL teams, so that they could actually sort of give them some kind of prognosis on what his timetable for return would be, when he'd be able to work out, how that might affect his draft status in the future. So I think that was the biggest thing. What I do for all of our players is find out where you're going to get picked, how could you improve your draft status if you stayed in school and graduated, and you try to make a business decision from there. And I think I don't try to talk the guys into it one way or the other. I think there's some guys that can benefit from coming back to school, and I think there's some that should take advantage of their opportunities right now.
I'm not going to ask you to comment on medical situations, but the prognosis that he got from some of those hip specialists, can you qualify that in any way?
Not really. I think that this is going to be an ongoing process in terms of rehab. There's obviously some medical tests that have to be done as he goes through this process that will determine, what he can do next, how quickly he can come back, and hopefully he won't have any setbacks anywhere along the way, and he'll be able to return and be the kind of player that he was prior to the injury.
What has Tua meant to you personally?
You like to have great relationships with all the players on your team. I always try to be fair and honest, but you can't treat everybody the same. To me, he's been a little bit like a son. I mean, I just love the guy. I love his spirit. I love how he affects everybody around him. And he's done everything to represent this program in a first-class way. And as an ambassador to a university, as an ambassador to a program, you can never ask for more.
We're so glad you're watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, make sure you subscribe to ESPN Plus. We'll see you there.